So my interest in food science was first sparked by my family. I always grew up loving cooking, and so when we went on vacations, my parents would occasionally take us on tours of food processing facilities. It's kind of strange, yeah, I know. But one time, we visited the Jelly Belly factory, and as soon as I stepped foot in that facility, that 10-year-old version of me knew that those people had the coolest job in the world. I later learned that those people were food scientists, and I couldn't wait to be just like them. So when I was preparing to go to college, my expectations for my college experience were perhaps naively quite high. I expected to instantly be brought into this community of students who are as excited about food science as I was, and I expected to already be doing food science early on in my undergraduate education. I expected to have opportunities to be the creative mastermind behind new flavors and food products like I'd learned about growing up. Not surprisingly, I didn't find exactly what I was looking for. I strongly believe, though, that if your current path doesn't inevitably position you for where you want to be, it's worth the difficulty of switching paths to get to where you do want to be. And so that's what I did, albeit several times. My tour of attending undergraduate food science programs took me from my small hometown in Oregon to North Carolina, all the way to New Zealand, back to Oregon, and then finally I found myself here at Cal Poly Pomona. When I first arrived on campus, I met Dr. Lee, who's one of the many tremendous faculty members here. In one of our very first conversations, and I know she remembers this, she immediately told me that it was going to be her job to make sure that I stayed here, first off, and that I had enough opportunities to be involved in food science that I didn't get bored. I knew right then I'd finally found the right place, and I knew that I would have those opportunities that I always had wanted. What's been unique about the Cal Poly food science experience is that the professors are willing to support all of a student's ideas. So for example, I've had the freedom and backing to perform my own research. If I told Dr. Lee I needed a reagent to measure the phenolic content of an extract, I knew it would be there by the next week. And I had the flexibility to develop my own experimental design. And in addition, I've also been fortunate enough to publish a review article with Dr. Lee in a peer-reviewed journal. But I've had lots of other opportunities. I've had the good fortune of traveling to San Luis Obispo for a food science trivia competition with two of our other faculty members, Professor Harrison and Dr. Davidoff. And Dr. Davidoff has also provided constant encouragement and mentorship of my product development team, even throughout school breaks. I'm immensely grateful for your guidance, and this is because we'll be competing in the finals of the Institute of Food Technologists Smart Snacks for Kids competition, which is in New Orleans this coming June. With each of these experiences, thank you, yes. With each of these experiences, I've always felt treated more like a colleague, and my professors have expressed confidence that my undergraduate schoolwork could have a real-world impact. Moreover, their confidence in me led me to apply to my dream graduate program. So earlier this year, I was happily accepted into the European Masters in Food Studies program, which is through Wageningen University and Research. I've wanted to attend this program for years because it involves applied research in the global food industry. The program spans universities in the Netherlands, France, Ireland, and Sweden, and I may even get to do my thesis within one of the most well-known food companies in the world. Following this program, I hope to work in global sports nutrition development because I've been an athlete my entire life. I would love to integrate this entire lifestyle together, and so that would be a meaningful career path for me. But to bring all this back to my experience at Cal Poly, the pursuit of these goals has been enabled because I was provided with the tools that I needed in my undergraduate education. As I reflect on what has led me to this point, and I try to sum up my experience at Cal Poly Pomona, I would say that it's been certainly exciting and full of many, many opportunities. And it's been a lot of hard work, but I've managed to have a little bit of fun along the way. Most importantly, though, it's been incredibly worthwhile. It has given me those tools that I needed to pursue my dreams and my goals. I'd like to thank Dr. Lee and Dr. Davidoff and all my peers, professors, and the people I've met for making this experience about as far from boring as one could possibly imagine. I am certainly indebted to Cal Poly for making this my ultimate college experience. Thank you.